My great-grandmother, Beulah Vanderhoop.
She ran the Underground Railroad up here. The Vineyard Gazette wrote her up as freeing one. She actually freed 8 people, my grandmother told me.
Well, of course, she was no doubt a person that didn't believe in slavery. And, of course, she couldn't have done all this alone. She had to have a lot of help on the island. My grandmother used to tell me who she worked with in Vineyard Haven. Of course, that's where the big sailing ships come in, Holmes Hole, and, of course, somebody had to know they was there because they had to eat, and how she would get them here. She hid them in the barn because there was a false cellar underneath the barn floor. If they cut them up to here, they usually could get them out because all the boats was going back and forth to New Bedford all the time carrying fish. And she said it was 8 people that Beulah Vanderhoop got their freedom. And you see, this is a two-way street. After she got the slaves out to freedom, then the Emancipation Proclamation was signed and everything, and the slaves were free.
One, and her family went to New Bedford, and they came back every year.
So she came back one summer to see my great-grandmother, Beulah Vanderhoop. It's like say thank you, appreciation. And my great-grandmother was sick, and her husband was sick, deathly sick. She went back to New Bedford, and she come back with about 18 people, and they done all the haying and cleaning up the barns and tended the garden. They stayed about 2 weeks, and they left everything was in perfect order. So although she done a great deal for them, they turned around and paid her back. And I think that's wonderful. Don't you think it's amazing how they came back and helped her with all the farming and all the chores? And they lived in the barn even.